What's up, Vikings Nation, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. We are super close to 1,000 subs, so make sure to subscribe right now so you guys can help me reach that goal of 1,000. It'd be much appreciated. So we have got to talk about Dalvin Cook and what might happen, what might potentially play out, because if you don't remember, this offseason there was talks of potentially trading Dalvin Cook and others alike for maybe some draft capital or just to clear some cap and stuff like that. Those talks died down, they picked back up. It's kind of been a roller coaster of moves because the Minnesota Vikings want to keep Dalvin Cook. However, in order to do so, they want him to take a pay cut, and Dalvin Cook basically said, look, that ain't happening, okay? You're paying me what I'm worth, which is about $14 million. That's the contract I signed. That's the contract I'm going to play under. No restructuring. I'm going to play out that $14 million cap, okay? That's just how it's going to go. So as it currently stands, the Minnesota Vikings and Dalvin Cook sort of sit off in a little bit of a standoff, if you will. So let's look at an article written by Arnold, I think Anhold or something like that, of SB Nation, where this is kind of what he said. He said, "It's been some time since we've heard the rumblings of a Dalvin Cook trade, but as of late, things between the two seem to be at a standstill. Dalvin Cook is headed into his 6th NFL season with the Vikings, but could be headed out of Minnesota this year. Multiple NFL insiders have reported that Dalvin has been shopped for quite some time, and the frontrunners of this trade are the Miami Dolphins. Cook is from South Florida, so if he is indeed traded, he will get to go play for his home team. Dalvin Cook is set to make $14.1 million against the cap, which makes him one of the highest paid running backs in the National Football League. Now, Dalvin has had a great career with the Vikings so far, but a lot of fans question whether or not he will keep being productive enough to garnish the $14.1 million cap hit this season. I think he will, okay? Dalvin has also been quoted saying that he will not take a pay cut to stay with the Minnesota Vikings, leaving the team with very few options. Either pay the man or ship him elsewhere. The Vikings have a solid stable of backs behind him, but none of the other names are as electrifying as Dalvin can be. Sure, we have a lot of young talent in the backfield, but Dalvin has the chance to hit the proverbial home run every year or every time he touches the ball. Now, I'm not sure we can say that about Alexander Mattison, Ty Chandler, Kene Nwangwu, or newly added rookie 7th rounder Dwayne McBride. Now, Alexander Mattison, I think he has the ability to do so. It's just he doesn't have the... He doesn't have it every time he touches the ball. There's a chance he could, but Alexander Mattison, I think, is still just fine for us. If we do get rid of Dalvin, I'd be A-okay with it. Plus, it frees up some cap space and stuff like that. Kind of gives us some wiggle room to maybe make these extensions happen and so on and so forth. Let's kind of continue on this Dalvin train, though. It says, while I would love to see Dalvin stay on the team, it might be time to move on from him. But now that the chatter of him being traded on draft day has come and gone, I'm starting to wonder if the Vikings are willing to pay him his big money and bank on his explosiveness lasting at least one more year. Depending on the value that the Vikings could possibly receive for trading one of its best players remains to be seen, but I have to believe that anything under a 4th rounder shouldn't be discussed. Now, if I'm Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, I'm holding on to Dalvin until the price is absolutely right, and maybe that's what Kwesi and co are doing. As long as the Vikings can stay under the cap, I would rather pay Dalvin to play rather than ship him off for a bottom round pick that might not ever play, but that's just my opinion. I'm right on there with Austin in his opinion. I would like to see Dalvin stay or remain a Minnesota Viking for at least one more season. I think he has a lot left in the tank. I mean, we're paying the man $14.1 million this season. I think we need to see what he's going to give us with the type of production and stuff like that. And if we don't, let's trade him. Let's get him. Let's just ship him off. Let's get a corner in return. We don't need the draft capital. It is what it is. Or maybe if you, I don't know. You guys can let me know what you would do in this situation. Do you want to trade Dalvin? If so, what is the compensation that you would like to have in return? Let me know in the comments. Do you want to keep Dalvin Cook? Because I'd be okay with either one, honestly. So let me know in the comments what you think. Drop a like. And hey, we're right there. We're so close to 1,000 subs. You can help me reach that by subscribing down below. Have a great rest of your day, folks. And Skull Vikes.